What's good, everybody? Today was an exciting day. French bread, French bread just dropped the first basically battle preview for a character. They've have mechanics and stuff like that, but this is the first like kind of like not a full match, but characters like in a match setting. So this is pretty sick. I watched it like a bunch of times. I got pretty hyped. They did some cool stuff in this trailer, so I want to break it down as best I can. I played Melty Blood for a little bit. Um, when the Steam version came out of Act of MBAACC for short, I played it for a couple months. So I have like a decent understanding of Melty. Of course, it's a new game. There's some new stuff, and I've read through like kind of the mechanics. So I'll try to break it down the best I can. Spoiler: I probably will play this character also. I'll probably play Shiki. If you know my history in fighting games, I like to play Shoto main characters. So I'm definitely gonna try him out for sure. I'm probably gonna try out all the characters. There's not gonna be that many, so I'll definitely mess around. But let's get to it, right?
気は乗らないけど仕方ない。
四季様
So by the way, the sprites are super sick in this game. Like look at Shiki here. This is dope. They look super good. The stages look super good. The soundtrack seems pretty tight. I can't wait for this game. Rollback. They're doing everything right, honestly. They're really staying true to Melty Blood, and I'm gonna show you why in a second.
お休みの時間です。
軽い手合わせってこと？おっと。したさ。
So right here, right? I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. So they basically in this trailer have confirmed reverse beat. So in this situation, right? I'm gonna explain to you how this game works for attacks. So this is like I don't know what it's called, but basically there's strings in the game, right? There's a light, medium, heavy. So you can do light into medium into heavy, right? But there's a thing called reverse beat. So basically, what reverse beats are is if you didn't use the normal. So for example, Shiki here does basically down R2. He does 2A, B, C, right? So he does 2A, 2B, or he does my bad, 5C, excuse me, or 5H, whatever you want to call it. So in this situation, he didn't use his standing A, right? His 5A. So which means you can use a normal that you didn't use prior and cancel into that normal. That has a lesser attack level. So like he used 5H here or 5C, he can do 5B or he can do 5A, which he does 5A here, right? That's his 5A. He makes it whiff, right? He makes a whiff so he gets some pressure. She whiffs, he gets a punish, stuff like that. So that's how reverse beats work. So basically they announce reverse beats again in the game. It's a staple for the game. You could probably would assume that they would bring reverse beats back, but you know they never really showed it, so a lot of people are hyped that it's actually back. It's basically announced for sure. Basic air combo. So in this game, also a lot of the times characters will use air throws to end their combos, especially Shiki. So I'll talk about the moon system in a second too, but yeah. A lot of characters use like their bread and butter is air combos or like air special moves sometimes, like air throws for their enders. Nice chase down. The chase down was sick. So if you didn't watch any of the trailers, stuff like that for the mechanics, in prior Melty Bloods, right? There was basically a variation system. If you ever play Mortal Kombat. So these moons used to be full, crescent, and half. They would represent what variation of character that the opponent is playing. Now, this might be controversial. I don't think moons is a good idea, especially in a modern fighting game. Moons is cool, but you know, as the roster grows, the moon system would change characters drastically. Like you would be playing an almost entirely different character. Depending on which moon you used. So in a modern fighting game, I'm kind of glad they got rid of the moon system, because not only have to learn one character, you have to also learn what variation they're playing, which means like one character turns into 3 characters almost. Some characters have like pretty similar stuff for their moon, but some characters change drastically. So like you have to basically learn 3 different characters. Not to play, but like to fight against, because people will play their different variations on you. So yeah, I'm glad it's gone. Basically now the moon is essentially a bar for your EX moves, and for this kind of like power up, like X Factor quote unquote system. So you see how he glows blue here, and you see like he has the full moon bar, right? He uses it right for this EX move essentially, and he punishes the backdash. So right here he pops the X Factor quote unquote. I don't know what it's called. I think it's moon drive. Excuse me. The moon drive. So basically it will drain your moon bar slowly, but you get I think you get to use like the EX moves like infinitely as long as you have the bar, and you gain like extra air options and stuff like that. They didn't like just, I don't know if they described everything about it, but that's basically kind of like a general understanding of what it does. So one thing also, so what does the bottom bar do, right? So the bottom bar is like kind of like supers basically. So you can use it for supers, you can use it for like level 2 supers. In a general term, I'm trying to keep it general. I'm not trying to use like Melty blood terminology. So in this game, right, the moon is used for like your EX moves, and the bar is used for like your enhanced like super moves. So like in the game, every special move has like a super variation to it. And now I guess in the game, every special move will have an EX variation to it. So you have every special move has an EX, every special move has a super attached to it. So this is pretty sick. This exchange is kind of sick. So like right here, right? I'll try to slow it down. So right here, right? This is a clash. It's a staple in anime games. Every anime game has a clash system, pretty much. Right here, right? She glows. I always forget how to pronounce her name. I'm not gonna pronounce it. I always forget how to pronounce her name. But she uses EX move, right? As you see, the bar kind of drains a little bit. Like, just keep it on the bar. It goes down to half. She uses like a quarter. I don't know how many times you can do EX moves in this game. I'm not sure, but she uses it, right? Because this move has a delay to it, to like the activation, to like the actual like hitbox itself. Shiki parries it, so the game has a parry system. If you didn't know, and is able to our shield. What's it's called shield. This is a parry system, and you can do stuff out of it. So he does this launcher style to punish her bento box, right? Gets an air combo. Does EX move, uses the moon bar for the ender. Oh, this got me hype. I'm gonna play it as is for now. This got me hype. Little shimmy dimmy. That's what I like to see. This game looks sick, man. I'm super excited for this game. So in this situation, right? You know, there's some movement happening. He forward dashes, back dashes, kind of like in Guilty Gear Strive. You can kind of forward dash, back dash pretty quickly. In this game, there's a burst. I'll just say it's a burst for now, because I don't know how it works in this game, how everything works in this game essentially. But basically, there's a burst in the game. He baits the burst. Of course, you were in recovery. It's called heat in this game. There's heat and blood heat, but they don't really show it off in this trailer, so I'll save that for another video. Uses all 3 of his bar for his like level 2 super, right? Because 1 bar costs like a normal super for your special moves, and there's like a level 2 super essentially. It's called arc drive, and there's an arc drive finish, which is like your level 3, which does a shit ton of damage. But use level 2 here to punish the burst or the heat. This fat damage. Trailer is over. September 30th. Yo, get this game. This game is sick. I really hope this game is well. I know Guilty Gear got the hype, but multiplayer is sick, and I feel like French Bread is doing a really good job so far. So I'm super excited for this game. I can't wait to play. Rollback, if you didn't know, there's a rollback. They're doing a really good job explaining all the system mechanics. So if you don't know any of the system mechanics, I'm gonna leave you a Twitter thread that explains all of them from French Bread itself. But yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy the breakdown, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy.